If dreams disappear, then so does humanity. But the dream won't die. Not this time, as the old Gilbert would say. So many people are looking for reasons to be unhappy, and there is no reason for us to be unhappy, since Sandman Season 2 is on the way. Welcome back, Endless. It's great to see you again. Stay with me until the end, as I have some really great news for you. Now, let's dive in with a short recap. The first season of the most iconic and beloved comic series from Neil Gaiman, the Fantasy King, and DC Comics imprint Vertigo has finally hit our screens. The fans have been waiting for years and years, and it is absolutely worth it. The show is every bit as moving, shocking, visually beautiful, and emotional as the comics it hails from. You would be forgiven while watching the show for thinking that the Endless family and dream, along with the nightmares and dreams surrounding them, had stepped off the page right on the big screens. Such is the dream, or the spell if you will, that the show cast on us all across its first 10 episodes. Netflix dropped the last episode of Neil Gaiman's sprawling fantasy story on August 5th. But the streaming giant probably just accidentally leaked some footage that might be related to the possible Season 2, even though no news on a second season has been revealed. Anyway, it's been a while since I've been taken with a new show like this. The Sandman Season 1 is very faithful to the source material, and it's not a surprise why it was watched for over 198 million hours in its first 10 days. This will definitely put the show in the elite company. Okay, now for a few words about the actual story. For those unaware of what the story is about, the title refers to Dream, the King of Dreams himself. He goes by many names, including Lord of Dreaming and Morpheus, and appears as an anthropomorphic personification of dreams. The first episode begins with Lord of Dreaming being captured and held prisoner by an occult for 70 years. In this period, however, the sleeping virus has spread, and many people fall victim to it and can't wake up. Luckily, Dream inevitably escapes, and he sets out to get his possessions back, rebuilding his kingdom, and hitting that like button just like you should if you haven't done so already. No, really, he'll avenge himself against his captors.
Began to decay and crumble.
Anyway, we know that a lot has changed in the time when he was captivated. So, the question is, can Dream change right along with it? The Corinthian, an escaped nightmare that has no intention of following Dream, is making this journey all the more difficult and has the intention of carving his own place in this world. Seeing Dream's progression to a tragic hero toward the end of the volumes, it's something that has always been particularly interesting with the Sandman. That journey is a little faster as one may expect, with only the first 2 comics adapted, and by the end, the door is left wide open for more. Although the second season hasn't been officially greenlighted, we might have something to make fans happy. The most recent episode of I Like to Watch, made by Katya Zemalodishkova and Trixie Mattel, breaking down the show's first season on Netflix's YouTube channel, shares footage that is teasing Season 2. The video is being referred to as a bonus episode of the show, A Dream of 1,000 Cast, and Calliope, or issue number 17 and issue number 18, are being presented in the footage, which sees Dream reunite with an old flame. There is another world that awaits for all of us when we close our eyes and sleep, a place called the Dreaming, where the Sandman, master of dreams, Tom Sturridge, gives shape to all of our deepest fears and fantasies. Okay, now let's talk about the potential release date. The next chapter is ready to go. At least, that is what the showrunner Alan Heinberg said, even though the live-action comic book adaptation hasn't been officially renewed for another season. Fortunately, fans have been treated to a bonus special. While we were waiting for more news on a second season, Netflix is yet to officially announce the future plans about Sandman, but it's well known what Gaiman's opinion is. Talking to Radio Times, he said, "There are 3 of us, the showrunner Alan Heinberg, David Goyer, and me. And we've just finished writing the next episode and plotting and breaking down the first 2 seasons. So we'll see what happens next." With the landing on Netflix in August 2022, and with filming getting underway in October 2020, the first season of The Sandman took almost 2 years to produce. Actually, if I think better, the first season was over 30 years in the making and covered only 2 out of 10 issues of the source material. Having said that, yes, we can expect a lot more to come. We've got as many seasons as they'll let us have. If enough viewers show up, we can go for quite a long while. We want to do all of it. We want a spin-off miniseries. We'd love to make it as long as they'll have us," said Heinberg for NME. If The Sandman is renewed for a second season, it is expected that the production cycle will smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. No, really, in all seriousness now, if The Sandman is renewed for a second season, it is expected that the production cycle will go around 18 to 24 months. That would bring us to a release date of spring/summer 2024. And the cast? Well, who is coming back? Gaiman worked on a story that will bring back the majority of the Season 1 cast. And we must admit that the cast list in the first season was incredible. But that is not the only thing. If we get to the second season, we're going to meet a whole lot of more people. Hob Gadling is there in Season of Mist, the 4th collection in the Sandman comic book series. Desire is waiting for us as well. The people that you love will all come back, and there are lots of people that you haven't met yet to fall in love with, said Gaiman. This suggests that Mason Alexander Park and Ferdinand Kingsley are coming back, along with Gwendoline Christie, Tom Sturridge, Kirby Howell-Baptiste, and Vivian Achimbong. Jenna Coleman, Doctor Who star, has also addressed her future in The Sandman. And now the question of all questions. What would Season 2 be about? The plot details are still a tightly guarded secret, but we might have some ideas. The plans for the second season are the second 2 graphic novels. And guess how we know that? Yes, exactly. Gaiman already teased this in an interview, even before the first season was released. The graphic novels Gaiman is referring are The Sandman, A Game of You, and The Sandman, Seasons of Mist. Seasons of Mist focuses on the story of Dream's former lover, Nada, the African Queen, and covers issues 21 to 28 of The Sandman. In the 4th episode, A Hope in Hell, she was shown very briefly in the moments when Dream is taunted by Lucifer as he is made to walk past the cell where his former lover was imprisoned. The story should present the meeting of the Endless family after Dream's argument with Desire, and Dream going to Hell to retrieve Nada. This will result with Dream being given the keys to Hell, which leads in turn to gods of every pantheon, such as Anubis and Bast of Egyptian mythology, and Odin and Loki of Norse mythology, all arriving in Hell seeking Lord of the Dreams to give them control of Hell. During the events in Hell, there is also a short story set called In Which the Dead Return, and Charles Rowland concludes his education. This part will focus on 2 schoolboys' ghosts in a traditional English school. What we know right now is that Season 2 will cover the events of A Game of You and Seasons of Mist, but that doesn't exclude everything else, especially not Jenna Coleman's Johanna Constantine. Anyway, whatever the plot will be, we are more than sure that it will be amazing. Therefore, we expect to hear something official as soon as possible. So what do you think of these theories? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.